Top of the morning, my Cadillacers. Top of the morning, kinfolk. It's the Cadillac Talk Morning Show. I am your host, Macaroni, Big Tony Jones in the building. Salute to everybody watching this morning. Wherever you are in the world, I send you nothing but love, blessings, prayer. I hope your family's good, your health is straight, and your finances is even better. Wherever you are in the world, you gotta let me know what country, what state, what province, what street corner, what penthouse in the sky you checking in from, because we worldwide, and it's nothing but love, y'all. It's Friday. We done made it through the hustle and bustle of the goddamn week. You know what I'm talking about? Getting to the weekend. But we got some shit to get into today. You know what I'm talking about? I brought back the Cadillac Crime Files. You know what I'm saying? I brought it back for the Fridays. You dig what I'm saying? Yo. Poll busting up early this morning, man. We got 5 early votes, man. 80% saying, well, here's the poll. Damon Dash versus Cameron. Who has the upper hand in this beef? 80% is saying Cameron got the upper hand. Now, here's the problem we got today. Here's what's on the docket today, man. Cameron sending shots because Dame Dash done sold his goddamn, the company got sold at auction for $100. And them niggas was taking shots and Dame didn't like it. I didn't watch the whole thing, so we about to dissect it together. All right, let's get down to the smoke.
If you want to explain this and how it got.
So what's the question? Why is it only worth $100?
Yeah, why they saying like they posting like it's being bought for $100 or something? That's a whole movie. I'm confused.
Well, I mean, I guess.
Yo, y'all niggas wild, man.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? That should tell you the value of the movie. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I thought it was a video personally. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's worth a lot. $100, man, that tells you everything that you really need to know. And it's $100 for a set of 4 movies, not just one. There was 3 other movies that go along with that.
What movies?
We went to China. We went to China and I don't know, something else. I don't know. I don't know. I just actually, to be honest with you, Sin, I was told that they really made a 50-cent offer, and then somebody came in and added 100 to it. So that's why I was 100.
Not the rapper, so we're clear.
Yeah, it was 150
I'm
cents.
like 2 quarters?
Yeah, like 2 quarters. That was the original opening offer, and then somebody graciously upped it to $100.
Yeah.
Good morning, Night. Salute to you. Good morning to you this morning. Shout out to everybody in New Jersey on this Friday morning. Yeah, Night, $100. Niggas got 4 movies for $100. Dame can't win, man. Come on, Dame. This is when people gonna say, Dame, you broke. Bro, Dame, you ain't got no money, man. The shit went to auction and it started off at 50 cents. I don't know how Cameron got the information.
Avatar movie or something like it's worth $200 million. To get off with $100 is crazy.
Look who's in the movie and look who promoted it. I think that's crazy.
Who promoted it?
Niggas is, didn't Kanye promote it?
Yeah, I don't know about that either. That was kind of rough too. I was
rough. That Damon Dash starred in, I starred in, Murder Mook, Daniel, Stacey Dash, few other people, and Kanye executive produced it. I never liked the movie. This is where me and Dame kind of started, if I'm on my end anyway, because I said something about the movie and Dame been on a tangent.
Again. But hold on, before he talks about the movie, that's a star-studded cast right there, man. I mean, but then I heard his sister was on OnlyFans, so I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with the Dash family. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that's what a legend is, that she's on the OnlyFans, man.
It's me ever since I said something about the movie. So, with Dame going through the situations he's going, I would have put up 250.
Well, let me ask Sin the question. Did you watch the movie?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Why? Why?
I mean, if it was hot, you would have watched the movie, right?
Why didn't you watch the movie, son?
Yeah.
You from Harlem? It's Kanye in it.
Try to give me a tag, right?
No, I'm saying.
Give me a tag.
I'm here at Dusko Strap.
All right. We heard what the man them said, man. They was clowning, dog. You know what I'm saying? This man and then Cameron said the initial was 50 cents. That's what they was offering. And it started off 50 cents at the auction. And somebody, you know what I mean, blessed you with $100. So that's how I came up with the $100.50. That's terrible, man. That's terrible, man. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna let Damon Dash speak his piece. You know what I'm talking about?
You know, we'll talk about that later. But it's come to my attention that, you know, I'm not going to say allegedly, that the lawyer Chris Brown has been soliciting that Poppington owns Honor Up. And that's the furthest from the truth. Poppington does not own Honor Up. And you could read, I'll send you the exact email that I sent Chris Brown, but I'm putting you on alert that stop acting like you own or Poppington owns Honor Up. It does not, and you might want to read your copyright law and really see, or whatever else you think, for whatever reason. So if guys like Fredo are running around saying I sold my company for $100, you stupid. But of course you want to tear down a black man, someone that raised you, so that you can make them happy, a Queens nigga. And that makes you a clown to me. And Fat Larry, you need to really stop talking about me. I wish you would stop. But what I want you to do, Larry and Sin, I want you to ask him why he did not swing back when he got Fredo, when he got punched in his face. I want y'all to ask him that. Why he addresses every other question, but we never talk about why, when a man punched you in the face with a fair one, you did not swing back, but you want to continue to tear other black men down, especially people from your hood, while Queens niggas is laughing at you. You are a Queens niggas little man, Fredo, and now you heard that man say, "Look, I'm on Harlem niggas' head," and you a puppet. You got strength.
Fredo, the man tell yo, you ain't getting no respect in Queens, nigga. Yo, if there's anybody in Queens, please let me know what's going on. I mean, if Fredo getting love or not. You know what I'm saying? But it makes me think, if a nigga calls you Fredo, you niggas go way back from before you was Cameron. All this shit is not cool for the culture, man. These niggas need to get along, you know what I'm saying? Make some new records, you know what I'm saying? And make the shit hot. All this back and forth, man. I said, come on, man. You know, so what we say? So David's not the only one beefing with Jomo. And also, Fredo, it seemed like, yo, listen, Lady T, good morning to you this morning. Salute to everybody in Ontario, man. It seemed like Dash got a problem with all of them set. Jomo, goddamn fucking Cameron, you know what I'm saying? The only nigga I hear him talk about is Freaky Zeke. That's the only nigga I hear him talk about, you know what I'm saying? I always say, Lame Dash. If he went from Credit Dash to Lame, today's Lame Dash. He's always explaining. Look, we don't want to hear this. We don't want to hear this. We let you go like for the Jim Joe video, true, but we don't mess with you. Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie. At this point, the culture seems like you're absolutely right, Knight. The culture is moving away from the player partner. And now all the explaining that you're doing is not helping. And now you're saying Fredo got punched in the mouth. I got to see the evidence, bro. We saw what happened in the streets with Damon Dash and Jim Jones, but I got to see the evidence of Cameron getting punched in his face. I got to see that.
On your arms, Fredo. So stop talking about my business. I don't want people sending me those things. And Chris Brown, I know that you guys allegedly are obsessed with me, and that whatever you could do to get whatever rhythm that you can, allegedly. I just caught another lawsuit today, but we'll talk about that another time. But let me just say this, and do not send nothing to interfere with my business. You guys are obsessed with me. Pause. It's gay. Allegedly. All of y'all. And Cams, Fredo, Larry. Get healthy. Sin. Ask your man why he let somebody punch him in his face. And that's all I got to say. I don't promote any violence. It was a long time ago, but I just want that question answered. I don't want to hear about nothing else. Don't talk about nobody until you answer and tell us why, as a man, you let another man punch you in the face to the extent that no one helped you because you did not help yourself. What kind of man are you? The kind of man that tries to tear down another.
Yo, Night, I saw that video. I thought it was a joke. Yo, when I chop up the full video for this, when I chop up the video, I'm gonna put that video in there. Yo, I gotta find it on YouTube. I'm gonna find it. Comment in the comment section and said, yo, there was a video where a guy was chasing the camera around the car. It's true. I saw the shit. Yo, camera running around scared like a little bitch. To the point, I thought it was a comedy skit. Yo, Cam, you gotta explain that one. You're gonna have to explain that. We got the receipts now. I forgot about it, but we do got the receipts now.
The black man, especially his OG. You a clown. Fredo.
I know at midday court documents show Memphis.
All right, hold on a second before we get to the next topic. Hold on. Let me get this straight. All right, so here's the situation at hand. Fredo, listen. You're gonna have to explain why you were ducking and running around the car. I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna have to explain that. All right? You're gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? But it's two grown-ass niggas. I mean, Dame the triple OG, Cam the OG. Y'all got to figure this shit out, man. Y'all, all this shit with Jomo and all this back and forth shit. It's not making New York look good. Y'all niggas is the OGs in New York, man. I don't like it personally, but I think it's entertaining as fuck. But I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I think we could do better. Now, you know what else we could do better and who else could do better? Finesse2Tymes. Nigga got arrested. Somehow I feel like he put the shit on his girl, man.
Rapper Finesse2Tymes and his girlfriend Shugg were both arrested in Texas. Here's a look at their mugshots. Finesse2Tymes' legal name is Ricky Hampton. He faces possession charges for substances, including marijuana. His bond hasn't been set, and his girlfriend, named Hallie Buckingham, faces similar charges, including tampering with evidence. She's in on a $500,000 bond.
Days in jail 1, and here's what's interesting. The bond is not set, and he's been in there for a day. So what's the charge, man? Texas Healthy and Safety Code 481.
So before we get to the charges, man, you and your lady getting charged with some shit. How the lady get charged with more than you? Because it seems like, you know what I'm saying, the lady's taking the hit. But in a situation like, come on, play a partner, man. How much time is Finesse2Tymes gonna be getting in trouble, man? At some point, bro, you gotta look at your career and figure out, yo, do I want to get this money? Or do I want to always be paying lawyers to get me out of trouble? You know what I'm saying?
1.116 subsection C, and that's possession of a controlled substance. That's a group 2 penalty group, and then that's at least 1 gram but less than 4 grams, which is basically gonna look like a packet of sugar out of Starbucks or about 4 packets of sugars. You know what I mean? So then he gets the next one, Texas Penal Code 38.11 subsection G, possession of a prohibited substance or item in a correctional or civil commitment facility. And this charge is used when someone is accused of having something not allowed inside the jail, holding cell, or secure facility. Courts treat this as a security issue, not a minor offense. But as he told y'all before last time, they probably ain't checking, or he probably had it under his flab. Then you got the next one, charge 3, Texas Healthy and Safety Code 481.121, subsection B, paragraph 1, description, possession of marijuana, amount less than 2 ounces. Charge 1, possession of a group 2 controlled substance, 1 to 4 grams. That's a state jail felony. So that's 6 months to 2 years. My bad, I read that wrong. And a fine up to $10,000. Felony conviction if found guilty. So group 2 substances include drugs like ecstasy and MDA, and Texas treats this far more serious than marijuana. So y'all know he had them yerks on him. You know what I'm saying? And then the prohibited item in a correctional or civil facility, I think he's going to end up getting that beat, but that's going to be 6 months to 2 years, basically. And then another fine up to $10,000. And honestly, that right there is probably going to get his ass put under ankle monitor. And then charge 3, possession of marijuana less than 2 ounces. That's a class B misdemeanor. That's really going to be a fine. So that really ain't going to be shit. But that's about that on that one. Now you're going to have Hallie Mona Buckingham, currently booked arrest date January 14th, 2026. Agency, Texas DPS, Rush County.
Hold on, we going back on what we said tonight. Touch on the last of Damon Dash. Yo, but Dash, man, he's a cool out, though, man. You're in the algorithm for all the wrong reasons, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? I always say Dame is mad because everyone around him left him financially. And everybody came up. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them. Even we could clown Jimmy Jomo came up too. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't falling for his games. He's washed up. He needs to beach on the beach, living out living out life, what's left of his life. Yeah, I think he should be on the beach relaxing. Ride off in the sunset, homie. You know what I'm saying? All this back and forth shit. Maybe he wants to be in the algorithm. I don't know. I think he might be enjoying the moment. You know what I'm saying? We ain't been talking about Damon Dash like this in a while. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, it's been a while. What we say here? Lady T, his name should be Finesse more times because he's forever in something. Finesse is always in some goddamn legal issues, man. One thing after the other. Then you fighting with the little niggas. Like, yeah, come on, man. Now you got your girl in some shit.
2 days in jail, $526,000 for total bond. That's a lot, bro, when they put that shit on you, bro. That is not light. I'm gonna tell you that.
They put a $500 and something thousand bond on the woman. Oh shit. I wonder if Finesse, when he gets out, if he's gonna bond her out. Or he gonna send the money. We gonna find out what love is like.
Right now. So she got tampering with evidence, and then police believe she hid, altered, destroyed, or lied about evidence to mess up the investigation, and that's going to carry 2 to 10 years in prison, up to a $10,000 fine. Then she got marijuana, less than 2 ounces, basically small little sandwich bag, you know what I'm saying? That's going to carry 6 months in county jail or up to a $2,000 fine, and I think she'll get fined for that one, so really not really tripping. But she got the hard drugs, large amount. Police basically say she had 4 grams and 200 grams. I mean, she had between 4 grams to 200 grams. That's first.
Let's be honest. Why would she be the one with the 4 to 400 grams? I think it was Finesse's shit. Alleged. If you were to ask my opinion, I'm gonna tell you he put it on the girl. But that's alleged. I'm not just throwing alleged allegations. I was not there. I cannot tell you for a fact. But I don't know how the lady ends up with all the big charges, and then Finesse is chilling. Like, hey, man. Hey, man, you gotta stop doing this shit, Finesse.
Do y'all know 200 grams is half a pound, bro? Bro, I'm curious. So how y'all go from basically like shit, like a fistful, all the way to half a pound, bro? That's why, like, man, listen, bro. I hope he did not snitch on Shugg, bro, because that's, nigga, if you look at the penalties, when I looked it up, that's 5 to 99 years in prison and then up to a $10,000 fine. That's effing insane. So now the feds is involved because her ass is under a U.S. Marshal detainer. So even if she makes bond, which she's not, the feds can still hold her ass. Basically, they saying, we want you. So, bruh, $500,000 for a bond is insane.
Jason Lee is also the
She's gonna snitch. Yeah. What we said in the comment section, he put it on her. She definitely is taking the hit for him. Any rational thinking person who's analyzing that scenario has got to know she's taking the charge for Finesse, man. Now, she's probably not gonna get bond. Finesse ain't gonna send somebody to send her to bond her with the money. You got to be careful about who you're fucking with, man, who you're not fucking with in this. In the 2024 or 2026, ain't no goddamn loyalty, man. I don't even know what year we in. But there ain't been no loyalty in the game for a long time. That's what I'm trying to say. All right? Yo, what was that? He's gonna leave her holding the bag. She's doing time. Guaranteed. At this point, I think Finesse probably changed his phone number. You know what I'm saying? And block the bitch on all social media platforms and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know who the bitch is. You know what I'm saying? That's cold as fuck, man. And she's been around for a little bit. I don't see her in a couple videos and shit, man. Finesse, you gotta do better. Man, that's not player shit at all, man. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I didn't get to watch all of today's segments. So some of this stuff, as we watching it, man, it's new to me like it's new to y'all. Let's get down to the smoke, man.
vice mayor of Stockton, and this time last year, he was being accused of taking like $50,000 in city funds.
All right, okay. We're gonna let it start a little bit. Now I'm gonna break it back down and let y'all know what we're getting into, man. You know what I'm saying? Give y'all the rundown.
And giving it to Now without approval. And he was being accused of essentially scamming the city of Stockton. Jason Lee maintained his innocence. However, when the news broke, Joe Budden and other podcasters ran to their platforms to essentially label Jason Lee guilty before he really had his day in court. and Jason Lee never forgot.
Stockton Vice Mayor Jason Lee is asking the
before we get into what Jason Lee did, I never knew who the hell Jason Lee was. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But he's got some interesting things to say about Joe Budden. And then it made me think what one of my partners said. One of my OG partners said to me one day. You can't argue with a dibble-dabbler. Because, A, they don't stop. They're gonna and then they're gonna make it look like you and the dibble-dabbler got something going on. So if I'm Joe Budden, I'm gonna entertain this shit.
California Attorney General to investigate the city's latest budget and hiring controversies. Yesterday, the city manager's office said it's looking into why $50,000 from the city budget was used.
But to go back to what we're saying, it says it's not the 90s when the cops don't check chicks. I don't know what that girl was thinking. I don't know what kind of manipulation that brother done got that girl into to convince her to take the shit and try to manipulate evidence. I said, what are you thinking? No, man, like Finesse ain't worth that, man. Finesse, she can't tell us Finesse is worth her freedom. You know what I'm saying?
Used to prevent the live event Wild 'N Out from getting canceled. Lee was part of that event and said he's friends with Nick Cannon, who hosts it. Lee has said the money came from the city's risk mitigation fund.
There was no policy in place that said the staff have to go to the city manager and get authorization. If you look at the press release that came out yesterday, the words are very interesting. I believe words have power. It says the request should have gone to the city manager. It doesn't say the policy requires it to go to the city manager.
We checked the city budget and found the fund where this money came from was created to help make sure that Stockton venues can secure big acts. The city manager's office is now investigating whether any city policies were bypassed.
Jason Lee. Now, let me tell you something, Jason Lee. This is why I don't f with you. But we squashed our shit, but this is why I don't f with you. I've been on Hollywood Unlocked ever since the story is broken. I ain't seen a peep. I'm just waiting for you to post your shit.
You want him to unlock his own shit?
Yeah. Unlock that shit. You can't take the money from the risk and litigation fund to Wildin' Out so they could do a May event in the town. And then he went to City Hall and doubled down. Jason Lee. Man, what do you think about this? As someone who used to work with him and has a close understanding, like inside sort, like a source for this. Like as someone that has inside knowledge of his inner workings and the business infrastructure.
Yo! This conversation's about to get sticky. All right? Because Jason Lee has said some shit about the stuff. He said, man, y'all don't, basically will say, y'all know the real joke. All right? Niggas in New Jersey know the joke. My day one out in New Jersey. We got a comment right now in the comment section. It says, Joe needs to watch it because when he was on that, you know what I'm saying, that pipe, you know what I mean? He did act weird. Things back in the days. And it's recorded. And I had somebody leave a comment in one of the videos that I did, said Joe Budden is a terrible individual. And nobody should be defending him. And I thought to myself, what did Joe Budden do that was so terrible? Jason Lee went off. But before we get there, then it says, he from Jersey, we know the real Joe. So now allegedly, there's some there, man. The hometown says there's some shit about this brother. Y'all got the, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm getting comments in my comment section saying the nigga's not who we say he is. Then Jason Lee called him a dibble dabbler. At this point, I don't know what to believe.
Over there, Hollywood. How do you feel about this? Man? As someone that's worked closely with Jason Lee for 10 years.
Well, 4.
Which is 10. How do you feel about this? Mel always looked like the lights just got cut on when somebody asked that question. Mel, are you awake, girl?
I am. I don't even know how to respond because I'm just.
You just came from that black journalist. From that black journalist of Canada and Cleveland conference with Rebecca.
Where Maria Sharapova.
What the fuck
is going on in here?
I just heard it for the first time, so I'm like processing what they just said, and I'm just like, I don't know how to respond.
He's
to, like,
not gonna get at you if you comment. That's what you concerned. We will fry him up.
I'm not concerned about that. I don't know. I'm just processing what I was just told.
He took $50,000 and paid Wildin' Out so they could continue, won't cancel the show in Stockton
From the risk and litigation fund.
That's it. What do you feel about that?
Risk and litigation sound like the last place you should take. You should need this. It's risky.
And then obviously now it's been.
All right. So we heard the allegations. Man said, yo, you was stealing the funds and all kind of shit to move money for your projects or what he canceled, all kind of shit. Before he had his day in court. Fine. So what? Niggas want to talk about it, have a good time or whatever. Okay. Now, this brings me back to what my partner said. You don't want to argue with a dibble-dabbler. The nigga goes in.
Cleared up. So I posted that and I had some of my friends shared across their platforms. We put it on Hollywood Unlocked and I put it everywhere because I want to make sure that in case he was busy masturbating his dog, that he could take a break to hear the message. We all.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Why would you say something like that? Uh-huh. Of all the insults to throw out there, the dog and stuff. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. That's why you don't bother me. There's no point in arguing with folks that's going to be saying, like, you know what I'm saying? And then they're going to accuse you of being a double-dabbler even though you're not. And then it's like everybody going to look at you like you're a square. Come on, man. God damn.
Know that Joe moves to the beat of his own drum unless he's beating a woman down the stairs, but that's only when they're pregnant. We've looked at the news and we've seen him over the...
Yo, did Joe Buttons, anybody could concur, beat a woman pregnant down the stairs? I don't know about this, man. I didn't get that cup of tea, but it's what the man said. These are the shots. And these are real shots. Where the fuck was I? You know what I'm saying? God.
Years take on people. He's a big old punk. And the only reason why he comes for me is because I'm gay, and that's what these queens do. Wait, hold on. Let me give you one more thing. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's for you, Joseph. And you know what? Here's the deal. I don't know what you use your mouth for. Although if you ask people in Jersey, there's a lot of rumors. Keep my name out of it. Because my name has been in your...
Yo! He said, verbatim, I don't know what you use your mouth for, but there's some rumors out in New Jersey. And I'm saying, man. What did they? Damn. He's just taking shots at Joe. What? Damn, he's just taking a shot so slick. Yeah, that's the shot that he's taking. It's like, yo, bro. It's like, yo, bro. It's gonna make you think, like, yo, hold on. Is any of these allegations true? Oh my God, Joe should have left this nigga alone.
Mouth.
You know what I mean?
I had to catch myself because I am still a vice mayor. But honestly, that BB and vice mayor is not going to stop me from telling you what I think. You know, you only fight with women and you only beat on women because that's what typically, I'm going to say.
Allegedly.
Straight men who are struggling with their sexuality do. I know there's been lots of rumors about you being an undercover punk. And you know what? Now your skirt's starting to show. You know what I mean? You only fight with women and you only fight with gays. But you met your match because all you going to do is go on your show with all your little fat co-hosts. And this is not for Mark because Mark is fit. By the way, Mark, I love you on the show and I love Mona on the show. And I love some of the other people who are rational. There's one person whose head's so far up your ass, his teeth are on your teeth. And I don't know his name because he's a nobody. But I think he said something to Melissa like, oh, he ain't going to come for you because I'm going to protect you. What you going to do, you fat ass slob? You ain't nothing but a fill-in. You are an extra at best.
Oh my God. Yeah. So, listen. All right, it says here, yes, he did. It was a girl he was dating on Love and Hip Hop, New York, back when he was on there. He was heavy on the narcotic back then. Oh my God. So not only did you do it, it's documented. Oh my God, man. And then now you going at it with this nigga, and he's saying back in New Jersey, them niggas know that you got some dibble-dabble activities besides you and shit. See, I don't understand, man. A dibble-dabbler calling a straight person a dibble-dabbler, you know what happens? People start believing the nigga.
And when Joe gets done with you, you're going to be gone. He didn't pay Rory and Mal. That's why they had to leave and go get their own gig. you're a loser too. And you know what? When losers sit with other losers, you deserve everything you get. And I'm gonna tell you right now, any of you on that Joe Budden podcast, any of your teeth slip, and I get it, baby. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it because you know what? Guilty by association. You sit with a loser, you lose. And it's time to cut your losses because I'm gonna cut mine. So Joe, get your fat soup coolers, get back to work, okay? And get out there as part of the Rainbow Push Coalition and push this story and make sure everybody knows the update that I didn't have nothing wrong to do with it.
Hey, good evening. I'm Dennis Owen.
I'm Alicia Richards.
Well, you heard what the man said. Said, Joe, you better get with the Rainbow Coalition, man. Yo, you could tell the man was genuinely pissed the fuck off. Like, he was mad. Like, yo, Joe, you should have left me alone, partner. You know what I'm saying? Me and you not in the same level of you know what I'm saying? I feel. You got to stay over there. I think Joe should have left this nigga alone. Cause now I know that Joe was knocking down women, throwing them down the stairs when they was pregnant. I didn't even know this shit. Now, allegedly, Joe was doing shit in New Jersey back in the day. Holy goddamn. Now, the comment the person left the other day on one of my videos is starting to make sense to me. God damn. All right, we're moving on with some news before we get into the Fleetwood stories of the day. No. Cadillac Crime Files, my bad. Fleetwood stories is this Sunday, and it's about to be off the chain. We got Orlando Anderson. We about to break down some real West Coast shit. All right, but let's get down to this, the news. I don't know what's going on because I told you I didn't watch the shit now. So let's get down to it.
Glad you're with us. Tonight, we begin with new information in the case of an 11-year-old Perry County boy accused of killing his father.
Police say the boy, Clayton Dietz, shot and killed his father, Douglas Dietz, inside their home on South Market Street in Duncannon. We have team coverage, and we begin with Sarah Wilson, who is live in Duncannon. Sarah?
Now, when I hear stuff like that, my first thing is parenting, right? Something is definitely going on. Either there's some kind of, their relationship is off, man. For the child to do something like that, the relationship is off, man. And nobody sat down to maybe listen to what the child feels. I could be wrong. I don't know the whole case, so we're gonna watch it right now. But that's my opinion.
Alicia, Dennis, good evening to you. Just hours before this all happened, the boy's mother posted on Facebook wishing her 11-year-old son happy birthday. Court documents show that the family celebrated around midnight, but around 3 a.m., tragedy would hit. Police say what began as a birthday celebration for 11-year-old Clayton Dietz ended hours later with his father, 42-year-old Douglas Dietz, dead, allegedly shot by the boy himself.
This is a very sad situation, and it's a situation that will take quite some time to work its way through the court system.
Clayton was charged with criminal homicide on his 11th birthday, just hours after celebrating with his parents at midnight. According to court documents, the shooting happened around 3 a.m. Tuesday. Clayton's mother, Jillian Dietz, told police that she and her husband Douglas had gone to bed. She woke up to a quote, bang. That's when she turned on her bedroom lights and found Clayton standing in the closet. She told police that her son said, quote, he's dead. But there is plenty about this case we still do not know. No comment. Perry County District Attorney Clay Maris didn't fill in any of those blanks today. But according to court documents, Clayton's mom says he was upset when he was told to go to bed and had his Nintendo Switch taken away. He admitted to police that he got the key to the gun from his father's drawer. And that is when police say the boy told them that he went inside that safe looking for his Nintendo Switch and instead got the gun, took it out, and allegedly shot his father in the head.
When a juvenile...
Man, he shot his daddy over a damn video game? Yo, these games is too addictive, man. These games is too much, man. And your kid can't go tonight without putting down the game for a few hours of sleep, and then you gotta take your life. Now this is where I don't know, man. Do I blame the goddamn I don't know, who do you blame? You know what I'm saying? Like, who do you blame? The kid is too young. His brain is too fragile to understand what the hell is going on. I don't even think the kid understands what the fuck he did. Oh my God. That's unfortunate, man.
Is charged with murder, they automatically begin as charged as an adult.
Which is the case for Clayton right now. But that could change through what's called decertification.
And decertification is a filing where the defense tries to say the individual should be prosecuted in the juvenile justice system for a variety of reasons.
That's up to a judge, and whatever they decide will make a huge difference.
The big difference is that the adult court system, if someone is convicted of first-degree murder, they have a much longer sentence. Because this is a juvenile, the juvenile does not automatically get life without the possibility of parole. That law changed a number of years ago.
And again, that will be up to a judge. The attorney you just heard from is not Clayton's attorney, but he tells me that he has tried other cases like this in the past. He says it is possible more charges could be coming in a case like this. That does include the possibility of first-degree murder. We're live in Duncannon. Sarah Wilson, ABC 27 News.
An innocent man shot.
All right, hold on. Now, before we move on to the next segment, I gotta say this, bro. I understand what the kid did was wrong, but I don't know to try him as an adult. If the kid doesn't even have the common conscience, is conscious enough to know a video game is not worth taking somebody's life, then I think his mind is not an adult. And if the kid doesn't have no mental health issues, I don't think he's fully an adult yet. I think the video game fried his brain. Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, when my parents took the video game, I might have a hissy fit. I might go to my room and cuss bad words to myself, but that's as far as that's gonna go. As a matter of fact, fuck that. We would go outside. What am I talking about? These kids just don't go outside no more. Now we got a comment in the comment section that said, man, I told you these kids born in the 2000s, something wrong with them. It's a little, hey man, there's something in the water. There's something in the water past 2000. And that's 90s babies don't move like that though. 80s babies don't move like that though. And the 70s and up was the OGs. These players is wearing Mercers and all kind of shit. Getting mad over video games and unaliving their parents. Oh man. It's bad. It's bad. This is what happens when you let tablets and video games raise their kids. This is what happens. Right? And it says here, his brain isn't fully developed. This is what happens when you allow them to, you allow the tablets, the video games to raise them. You don't got no time for, oh, here, take the tablet. Oh, here, man, take this and get out of my face. You creating a monster. You 100%. You know what I'm saying? And when their brain's not fully developed, things like that can happen. You know what I'm saying? Things like that can happen.
And killed after a father allegedly mistakes him for his daughter's kidnapper. Johnathan Mata is charged with murder after surveillance video showed him firing the bullets that killed 24-year-old Desmond Butler. It happened on Christmas Day near a gas station on the West Beltway South. KPRC2 News reporter Corley Peel joins us live from where the tragedy happened with reaction from Butler's family and Mata's attorney. Corley.
All right, I didn't get to watch this, but from what I'm gathering, somebody tried to kidnap your daughter and you popped off at the wrong person. I'm kind of interested to find out how did you mistake for the wrong person? I got to know. Or maybe it was just done on purpose. You know what I mean?
Keith, Desmond Butler's family is devastated. They all live in Georgia, and they say Butler has been living here in Houston the past couple of years, pursuing a career with Amazon. They say all of that changed after he was shot and killed at this gas station by a man who thought he was someone else.
Desmond Butler, known to his family as
Yo, Knight, what he said? Well, that ass gonna be developed in jail. Got that right. Oh, he's gonna learn quick. These kids think jail is a joke. It's time for them to find out it's not. 1,000%. I can't even lie. I can't lie. These kids gotta understand. When you mess around, you gotta go sit down. They go to jail and think it's cool. It's not. You gotta do stuff like that. You gotta sit. You gotta learn. I think they got. In order for these kids to really understand, they gotta take jail like it's not a joke. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You're not gonna get striped for going to jail. It's not a good life. But these rappers and whatever else, the media and shit want to make it seem like niggas go to jail and it's all fun and games. No, it's not. It's not. It's not at all.
He's a leader and respectful.
He was resilient and he lived life with no regrets.
His sister, Destiny Butler, told me over the phone that their family got the devastating news about her baby brother's death on Christmas Day.
We were all asleep and we got the call in the middle of the night and we were devastated. Like, we couldn't believe it.
Records showed this was a case of mistaken identity. Surveillance captures the moment police say Johnathan Matta shot at Butler's car at this gas station. In the video, you see Matta's wife approaching Butler's car. She runs after him as he drives away. Matta seen walking as Butler turns out of the gas station. He points his gun, firing twice, striking Butler in the head and back before Butler crashes into a light pole. Court documents say a girl in Butler's passenger seat told police Matta drove up, opened one of the doors, looked inside, saying, "Oh, we were looking for our kidnapped daughter. I'm so 911," before driving away. Records show Matta confessed he was the shooter in the video and mistook Butler for his daughter's boyfriend. Matta's attorney, William Van Buren, says Matta's 19-year-old daughter called her parents, asking to be picked up after her boyfriend assaulted her.
He agreed to bring the daughter to them, told them to pull over. They did pull over into a gas station. They knew he was right there. He, in fact, was on the phone and said, "I'm pulling in, I'm about to pull in." It was at that time that this vehicle pulls into the gas station.
He says the wife looked into the car, thinking she saw her daughter in the passenger seat. Van Buren says Butler also resembles the boyfriend.
Why would he shoot the car if he thought his daughter was in that car?
As the father of four, I put myself in his shoes. He was not shooting into the car. His attempts were to shoot at the tires. He was trying to disable the vehicle. If he could harness his emotions at the time, then certainly I think he would have done it a different way.
You just made an assumption and you moved off the emotions. So with your emotions, you should be charged accordingly.
Destiny holding on to the memories of her only sibling as her family hopes for justice.
Johnathan Matta's attorney says that his daughter was later found injured and her boyfriend was arrested. He says Matta is remorseful for shooting Butler. He is currently being held in the Harris County Jail on a $50,000 bond.
This is the story of Johnathan.
Man, I don't know what to make of that. I don't think that the man should have shot into the car like that. Maybe if you try to demobilize the car, you lost 2 rounds, and I mean, you probably got some hell of an aim, because I don't understand how the window is you aiming for the tires. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But that's unfortunate, man. You know what I'm saying? At the timing, the brother was about to pull in. You happen to pull in. You got somebody in your back seat. They think it's their daughter. You kind of look like the boyfriend. Holy shit, man. Unfortunately, you can't bring back the player partner. So, you know what I'm saying? Justice has to be served some type of way. I know it was an accident, but justice has to be served some type of way. Now, this brings us to the Cadillac crime files of the day. Man. We got a child that unalives his daddy. So now this is what I'm talking about, right? I'm not glorifying the actions. What I'm trying to go with this is, people hurt, when children hurt, the adults around them got to take time to talk to them. Find out what's going on. You know, because they're not always great at expressing themselves.
Johnathan Brown, age 34, a father of 3 who was shot dead in his sleep by his 15-year-old son whom he had just thrown a lavish birthday party for, shortly after he got out of prison.
Hours ago, police announced they arrested a teenager in connection to a deadly shooting in Glasgow Village. This happened on Glengarry Road just before 5 last Wednesday.
Somewhere in Glasgow Village of North St. Louis County, a man was shot dead while he was sleeping by his own son that he continuously showered with love and affection, but he decided to kill him because they got into an argument earlier in the day. There have been a lot of speculations online about what really happened. One person said this about him while another person said this too. What really happened? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories. This story takes us to St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri is a historic Midwest city known for its...
Now, before we get into the story, we just saw something like this, and the kid snapped because of a video game. This scenario is not over a video game. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it's not over a video game, and I'm trying to figure out what happened. And because, man, you'll know when we get to that part what I'm talking about.
Its music, sports culture, and the iconic Gateway Arch, but it has also struggled for years with serious crime challenges. The city has one of the highest violent crime rates in the United States, particularly with homicide, aggravated assault, and gun violence concentrated in certain neighborhoods. Johnathan Brown, aged 34, lived in St. Louis, Missouri. Johnathan got on the other side of the law and he was arrested and sent to prison. Johnathan was not too happy to be in there while his 3 kids were growing without him. He would schedule visitation for them. He did all he could do to be in their lives despite what he was going through. He always thanked the Lord for his life and his kids. It can be seen that he was a man who believed he made a mistake and was ready to make corrections so he can be a good man and also be in the lives of his kids. When he got out of prison, he put his life in order.
That's my shit. That's that Lucci.
Going back to school doesn't...
What's up with the world, man? Like, everybody took care of their kid for Christmas. It's our day today to make, man. Like, shit. Thank you so much, Sue, Mom. It's my shit. What'd he say?
He opened up a barber shop and was always online showing gratitude about the second chance he is getting at life.
So far, all accounts, the dad seems cool. Dad seems like he came out of jail, changed his life, doing good things. Where does it go south? You know what I'm saying? Where does it go south?
Johnathan was so happy to be released from prison, and one of the most important things for him after his release was spending time with his fast-growing kids. He wanted to be in their lives. He constantly posted on social media about his kids. His post regularly shows how he wished them happy birthdays, especially his older son named Legend. This one reads, "Y'all wish my son a major happy birthday. I love this little dude all over again. I am proud of you, son, and I thank you, Lord, because you answered my prayers." This one was posted when he realized his son was doing great in school. It reads, "First, I want to thank God for allowing me to be in my son's life and show him the morals and principles he needs to make it through life." He also posted his other child. He wrote nice things about him too, as it can be seen on here.
Birthday, we gon' say it loud. Today is your birthday, I know you're so proud.
In some videos made by Johnathan, Legend can be seen acting weird, which no one knew why he was acting weird. In this video, Johnathan...
Look, this is his birthday. Look at how out of place the boy looked. The boy looks sad. The boy looked like, yo, if I'm there, somebody got to pull him aside. I mean, you got to bring him to a therapist or something, bro. Just look at the look on the boy's face, man. Something ain't right. Something is not at him.
Johnathan decided to throw him a birthday, but for some reasons he wasn't looking too happy. Take a look at the video and see what you guys observe in it.
Let me see, Fat Daddy. Let me see. Hey, turn around, Fat Daddy. Okay. Go on in, Fat Daddy. Now leave your glasses on. Go on in. I can't see. Yes, you can. Shut up.
That boy does not look happy at all. It's his birthday. He's sitting there with his head just leaning like that. Nobody ain't stopped to ask the child what's wrong. Y'all can't keep throwing money and the kid look like that. The fuck are yo? Somebody got called him aside. Yo, that. What's going on with the kid? Why he acting like this on his birthday? Holy shit. Y'all keep throwing money at this boy. This boy needs a hug. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all keep throwing money at this boy. His soul is crying out for something. I don't know what it's crying out for. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, somebody did something to me. Something happened. Well, I don't know who or what, but something happened. And psychology is like, yo, it's his birthday, and we just think, okay, get them stuff, buy them stuff, whatever. Sometimes that's not the answer, man. Sometimes a simple conversation is the answer. What you say? I didn't see this time. Y'all, you know what, man? That's a real comment right there, man. He went in when he was about 9-15. Now, what can he tell a child who when he needed him, he went to jail? Facts. He wasn't there in his prime years when his brain's developing, when it's active and stuff's going on, and he's very impressionable. Very okay. 9 to 15 are the ages when the streets try to get them. He left him to the streets, and the streets won. Emotionally, the streets got to the boy. What exactly did the streets do? What exactly happened? We still got to find out. But we can all see there's something wrong with it. Now, that's as a parent now. Now, as a parent, how do you not see there's something wrong with the child? What is it, AT? Yeah, he needs those hugs. When he was getting hugs, he embraced them wholeheartedly. He embraced them so tight. Yeah, you can see it. He needs a hug. He needs somebody to sit down and say, "Young blood, what's going on, man? What's happening?" A lot of these children nowadays just need an outlet to talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Just to express themselves. I think back in my time, we had the OGs, man. We had real OGs that actually would listen to us and then would give us some real advice. And then you had your parents. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where it changed, but it's not the same, man.
You said it's all
Like
what
the
on
boys
the
praying.
I got ham. What about beef? That's beef. I got beef. Play that other shit. What's that other shit? Let me see.
His daddy is so lost to his kid's emotion. He's talking about ordering pork and beef and shit and play the next record. Your kid's sitting there looking sad and you're more concerned about the pork and the beef? I don't know, man.
Hey, Daddy, what's up, gang? Pop your shit, gang. Come on, I got some studio in here. Come here, I got something for you. I got a gift for you. Come here. Fat Daddy, yeah, I'm live. Come here, Fat Daddy. Fat Daddy, I got something for you. Come here.
Checkers and rallies near
Let's come here.
combo just $8.99. Over a quarter pound of beef and beer cheese on a fresh. They don't know.
Come here, Fat Daddy, I got something for you.
Hey, him and his dad got a disconnect somewhere, man. Him and his dad, they got a disconnect somewhere, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, y'all. See my son, man. You heard me? Talk your shit, you can talk your shit in this bitch game. You heard me? What you trying to do? You gonna talk your shit in this bitch game? Talk your shit in this bitch game. You on my live, baby. You heard me? How you going?
Even though he bought him nice clothings, tried to lift his vibe, tried to make him happy, the boy wasn't having it.
Looking at that comment said the boy looks so miserable. Looking at this child, and finding out what happened later on in the nighttime. None of the adults there looked at that. Listen, man, it's his birthday of all the days, and he looks like that the entire time. By the time he showed up, he's still acting like that now. None of y'all niggas didn't think to yourselves, yo, what is going on, and talk to him? Oh my gosh.
Y'all get whatever y'all want. I got it. Right there, you wanna know? You a boy.
If I didn't know the child, I would swear he had a neck problem. You gotta know your child. If one of my kids walked around all day with his head just limp to the side, like, with that look on his face, we gotta have a conversation, bro. we need to talk. What is going on? You notice he only hugged the women and the kids. Oh, you know you got a point there, Knight. It's kind of showing us there's an issue there, because you're right, and he seemed more emotional when he was hugging the women and the children, like he was happy to be around them. The daddy was trying to call him to give him some shit. He wasn't trying to move. It seemed like there's something going on in the dynamics of their relationship now. And then the daddy don't see what shocks me is you can't see that your son, there's something wrong with your son. What you say, Lady T? 100. I'm asking what's going on. I think any parent who genuinely is connected with their children is going to ask, bro, what's going on? And when the child lies, oh, nothing. No. Your face says something is wrong. You know what I mean?
Family members were present. He made it big for him the best way he could, but the boy wasn't having any of it. Things were kind of weird for the people who were there, but they just could not put a hand on what was actually wrong with him, so everyone kept enjoying themselves, not knowing that he had things in mind he would execute very soon. Johnathan continued living his life and posting multiple videos of himself on social media showcasing how positive his life was going after getting out of prison. Unfortunately, on January 7th, just 2 weeks after he had a lavish birthday party for legend, Johnathan and his eldest son, whom he had been showering love, money and affection got into an argument. He scolded him and that was it in his own head, but that was not the case for his son Legend. Legend would go ahead to get a gun and shoot his dad in his sleep, killing him instantly. Police account was that a 34-year-old man identified as Johnathan Brown was found with an alleged gunshot wound and pronounced deceased. Also that a 15-year-old juvenile was later taken into custody and he is facing charges of second-degree murder and armed criminal action.
15-year-old now facing charges in a murder that took place last week in North St. Louis County. According to county police, it happened just before 5 p.m. on January 7th. Officers responded to a scene on Glengarry Road and found 34-year-old Johnathan Brown shot to death. Well, today, county police announcing they have arrested a 15-year-old boy, charging him with second-degree murder and armed criminal action.
Well, there have been several things being said on social media. Some people were very upset with what the son did. This one reads, so the man John aka Johnathan Brown was just released from prison and was shot to death by his 15-year-old son. To see why he was incarcerated, maybe this was the reason. This person says, what would make him take his own daddy?
Let me tell y'all, this is a crock of bullshit, man. Nobody's stopping to ask what happened to the child. What's wrong with the child's emotion, man? Hold on, we say, how you doing, or how you videoing him and not know he's mad at you? Like, how are you, like, you don't see that there's something wrong? Or maybe you don't care. You know what I'm saying? You're naive towards the front end. Maybe you don't care. Because we can all see. Because we have common sense. There's something wrong with the child emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Now, no, they should have stopped and asked the son what's wrong. No party is worth a child's happiness. Cancel, yes. Party and talk to him. You know, and talk to your kid. That's it. Cancel the party. Bro, listen, man. First of all, you want your son all sour-faced looking like that with all the family and all the guests and shit and everybody knows something's wrong and he's gonna continue the bullshit? Yo, that alone would be cancel the party. There's something wrong with you. You don't want either you're in your feelings and being a brat, or we got a real problem. Either way, we gotta talk about it. And I'm canceling this shit. You know, I don't give a fuck. I'm canceling the motherfucker, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta talk. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the dad's charges that is why he's charged with. Maybe it's the dad's charges that he was charged with. Hey, it could be that too. Hey, man. I don't want to get, because, yo, what they said the daddy done did, because of YouTube guidelines, you know what I'm saying? I got to leave it alone. But it does beg to think, with the daddy's charges, it does beg to think. It does beg to think.
Life. On the other side, this person says, I wonder why he did that. They had everything. The kid dressed so fly, I don't see no other reason other than him sexually assaulting him, I bet you. We really do not know what happened in that house, but we hope the truth is known soon. What do you think could have happened?
Now listen, man, I ain't gonna go into no allegations of the essays and the thisays and that thing, I don't know. But clear cut as day, your son is behaving like this. And it doesn't dawn to you to ask your son what is going on. That's a major disconnect, man. Listen, bro, there's no amount of money that can replace a conversation. There's no amount of money that can replace the happiness, bro. There's no amount of money that can replace time with your children. You know what I'm saying? Because once they get older, man, listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now, man. I have a toddler. Soon my daddy jokes ain't going to be funny no more. Because all the other ones, but daddy jokes, they ain't funny. They're not hitting no more. You know what I'm saying? They grow up faster than the motherfucker, man. I think I got a couple more years and my daddy jokes ain't gonna hit no more. You know what I'm saying? But yo, that brings us to the end of the segment this Friday. You know what I'm talking about? Tomorrow, from what I'm seeing on the timeline, Saturday morning, tomorrow's show is gonna be on and popping. There's some shit to get into. You know what I'm saying? Same time tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. No, actually, no, tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, roll call. You know what I'm talking about? The morning show. This time of the show. Oh, hold on. We say you got to remember these kids are emotional. They work off emotions. This is why you get. Okay, this is what you get when you have kids raised by moms only. Let's be real. We gotta be real about it. Yeah. That's why it's called balance. That's why it's called balance. A lot of times when it's just especially if it's a boy, and just a mom, man, at some point, man, that it's harder for you to try to wheel that boy in, man. It's hard, and then I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This day and age, parents is different. I'm not gonna lie. These parents are different. You know what I'm saying? So now the kids is growing up with just a little bit more freedom than they're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like man, and talking back to their parents any type of kind of ways. It's not cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not. But that's a very, very good point you make there. And these kids are hell of emotional, and don't know where to put their emotions. It's a recipe for it's not a good recipe. It's gonna blow up in our faces. And it's been blowing up in our faces already, man. These kids is out of control wild. They gotta have better things to put their spare time into instead of the gadgets and the tablets, maybe some extracurricular activities. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we need some more programs in the communities for these kids to, you know what I mean, channel their minds and channel their energies. And it can't be just all about sports, man. What about the arts? What about, you know what I mean, different avenues in life? It can't just all be all about sports and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But that brings us to the end of the segment, man. We're going to be back at tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. I got salute to those who comment in the chat today. Shout out to Knife, Day One from New Jersey. Salute to you. Absolute nothing but love. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Lady T this morning. Salute to you. Day One. Absolute nothing but love. And shout out to everybody that tuned in and that ghost watched. Y'all got to start chatting up the chat with us, man. Have these quick conversations with us. You know what I'm talking about? But I'll see y'all tomorrow morning, same time, 9:30 a.m. And as always, play on, player, play on.